So Kanye, I had an awesome conversation on Friday, man. I got a rock star here on campus, man. Rock star. No questions asked. Can be anything that she wants to be. And so I told her, I said, hey, I'm taking you with me on this Amazon journey. And she was kind of like, this is about 3 months ago when a month ago when I got the job. I called her, so I'm taking you with me. She's like, well, I don't want to move to San Antonio. I said, okay. So I kind of put it on hold and I let it simmer, right? Because I'm not big in getting people to do what they don't want to do. If she don't want to get on this boat and go make $200,000, $150,000 a year and run a $10 million company, well then maybe she don't want to do that right now. Okay, right. So she called me crying on Friday, and I said, all right, what's up? She's like, I don't have a job. I'm terrified of what you're offering me. I said, listen, all that stuff is normal. Okay. I said, I wouldn't have told you that if I didn't know that I could get you to the level that you will absolutely murder all this stuff. And she's like, but I don't understand why you're picking me. And I said, you don't have to understand that.
Right. You got someone that believes in you.
You don't have to understand why. You just have to look at the opportunity.
Yeah.
And so it was interesting because we had probably a 45-minute conversation. And I told her, I said, listen, I told you, when I call you, I'm going to give you a hard decision to make.
Right.
Okay? I need you in San Antonio tomorrow. You're going to make $50,000 for your first 3 months. You're going to make $75,000 for the next 3 months. And 6 months later, you're going to be making $100,000. But I need you here tomorrow, not the next day. So you need to get in your car right now and get a hotel room. Call me. I put it on my credit card. And you need to be in San Antonio no later than tomorrow at 5 p.m. Okay, it's a 17-hour drive. I don't care what you bring. You don't need a lot of clothes. I'm going to give you a uniform. I'm going to put you up in the hotel room the whole time you're here. And if you don't like it, you go home. Okay? But that is the difference between me and everybody else, because I know I can take that person, make her my general manager, and I'm out of work in about 3 months. Man, maybe 5 months, because I'm going to teach her how to hire. I'm going to teach her how to fire. I'm going to teach her every skill that she needs to be a superstar business person. And like I told her, I said, hey, here's the deal. In 3 years from now, you tired of this, you bored of making $150,000, $200,000 a year, and you come to me and say, hey, Jake, I think it's time. And I say, all right, cool. And then we take 6 months, we transition somebody new into your job, and you train them for a year. And then at the end of that year, we get you an Amazon DSP route. And now you're making your own money, right? Or you take all this experience and you go to Top Lorraine Business School. You go to Harvard. Right. You get an MBA from Harvard, and now you're doing something else. I said, and like I told her, I said, listen, I said, I got about 10 irons in the fire right now. Some of them irons got 8, 9 figures attached to them, okay? If one of them 9-figure irons hits, then we might be having a different conversation about what you're doing. You may go from managing an Amazon delivery route to running advertising for a $300 million company. And she's like, oh. And I said, yeah, like I'm not picking you because I think you're going to be great at running Amazon vans.
I'm picking you because you have the skill set to be successful in any place that we can put you in.
Any place I put you.
Yeah, that's the true Swiss Army knife.
Just like a leader. That's all I care about, a superstar, right? Not afraid to work 18 hours a day. Right. Okay, she told me she wanted to travel. I said, well, go take the easy route. Go be a stewardess on an airplane. She said, I don't think that'll be very fulfilling. I said, all right, then shut up. Stop worrying about all this stuff you're worrying about. Come get on this train. We fixing to be riding.
Yeah.
But, like I told her.
That's a lot of times that's, apprehension, fear, or you just, it's going to make you uncomfortable doing something that you've never done before. And sometimes people are not used to doing that. I just look at it like myself being in education. Working in business for 15 years now, switching over to education. This is a different dynamic, but the principles are the same.
Everything's the same, brother.
Everything's the same.
And like my big deal is it's all about mentorship.
Yes.
Right? It's all about mentorship. Like, who is telling you, is that person that's talking to you successful? Yeah. Okay. My big deal, I'm never gonna make a decision for a young person that's not 100% in their best interest. Okay, if I didn't think that she could come down there and absolutely murder it with me, I would take somebody else.
Right.
Right. But here's the other thing I told her. I said, if you miss this stop and you don't get on this train, I said, I can tell you one thing, the train don't slow down. So I'm gonna get somebody else that's a superstar, and they're gonna take your $200,000. And then when that 9-figure hits, and you calling me about running the advertising agency, I'm gonna say, hey man, I've been working on these 6 people for the last year and a half. They all in. Now, if you want to come in on this early job right here, we can start the process. But just know this, like, I'm not, like, you tell me no, I look right over my left shoulder to that bench I got back there,
Right.
and I take another superstar off that bench.
Yeah.
Because I know this, I never get set on one person. If she tell me no, cool, boom, I look over my shoulder, I call up the next dude. And that dude show up, and then he may work out better.
Right.
Okay. But I know this. And I've had this happen to me. I got offered a job. Open Wiffer offered me a job. I didn't take the job. 2 years later, I was like, man, I could make the phone call. My dude say, yo, they got a superstar Green Beret down there now. Gone, right? You got to take that opportunity. When that food's on your plate in front of you, you got to eat
it. Especially with the person that offers it to you,
Yup. You got to eat it right there because, next day that food's spoiled. You can't eat it the next day.
Right.